tubers finally meet. Us three tubers finally meet.
So, hello, we're here on this lovely sunny April day in a back garden, and we're here to do something which is totally almost terrifying.
A little bit.
Because we're completely off script, we don't know what's going to happen in this video. We did a similar kind of thing last year on a wall in Cropredy, where we interviewed each other and asked each other a couple of questions, and it was kind of a nice relaxed little video that we did, and we wanted to do something like that again, but it's completely with no idea of what we're going to do, what we're going to talk about. Wow, so we're celebrating 10 years of Cropredy blog this year.
10 years.
We've known each other 10 years.
I know, it's insane.
It's strange because it's like
Grown up.
yeah,
almost.
but and probably the same for you, like I've had such a journey over the last 10 years and gone through so many changes in my life, and we've all grown as people.
Yeah.
But Cropredy blog has been the one constant thing which has always been there.
It's insane.
You know, I've moved, you've moved several times.
Yeah.
Most of the things that I've done in my life, I haven't done as long as I've been doing Cropredy blog. It's strange.
Yeah, day-to-day life will always change and things will be different, but this is something that I think most, if not every day, I find myself thinking about. The previous year that we've done, when we're doing it, or even just the lead up to doing it. It's every day I find myself thinking about it. So for 10 years, that's been my life essentially.
Yeah, and it's strange because it isn't something which is like all-consuming either.
No, not at all.
You know, it's not. We don't do it commercially. We don't do it all the time. There's only really that, apart from obviously now we're working on a documentary, which there's a Kickstarter link in the description, I'm sure. Obviously we're working on that, which is something a little bit larger, but we typically only do stuff a couple of times a year.
Yeah.
Most of the time it's just kind of ticking over, so it's not something, we don't even see each other that often.
No.
So yeah, usually it is just something that ticks over, and you know, like you say, always thinking about it, but not necessarily always working on it. There's always other stuff that's you know, we all have jobs and other stuff which is just more important generally.
There's always so much going on, which is nice to have this to come back to.
Yeah, it is nice.
You can take yourself away from whatever you're focusing on or stressing about, and you're changing the job, or your job's not good, or whatever is going on in your life. You can always come back to this and think, those are some good memories, and it's something. Then I've made these good memories, and now I can make some more again in the coming years, and it keeps rolling like that. So it's nice to have that.
And it's kind of as well, I was thinking about this the other day, because we're in sort of, to a lesser extent, but we're in a similar kind of position to, like the first example of this that comes to mind is like the cast of Harry Potter.
Right.
Like they've grown up together on screen.
Yeah.
And we kind of have as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I said, not to quite the extent, because we haven't been in sort of the public eye so much, and there hasn't been so much of us on screen, but
Less CGI as well.
less, yeah. But it is strange, because we have grown as people, and with that the content has changed, but also there's always still that kind of desire to do something a little bit silly.
Yeah, definitely.
And that has scaled down a lot, thankfully.
Yes,
because there's certainly some, and this is something I'm always thinking about, because it's like, now we're making something serious.
Yeah.
It's like
Are people going to trace us back?
We want people to take us seriously.
Yeah.
Are people going to go back and, you know, find that old stuff and
be unable to take us seriously?
Yeah, which I wouldn't blame them. But
No,
also, that's our history.
Exactly, and that's why we're celebrating 10 years, because if we delete some certain videos, or we haven't then been doing it for 10 years, it's not a constant, or it's nothing to show for it. And I think it shows, as you said in another video, it shows the growth and how far we've come.
Yeah.
It's a whole decade.
And also, I'm just thinking about, we're making another video today, which I am. Sorry, there's insects flying about. I'm looking forward to, but also slightly dreading as well. Should I mention what it is?
Yeah, go for it. I'm
So
exactly in the same mind.
Yeah, so we're jumping aboard the reacting to old videos train, which, let's face it, went years ago. But,
It did go, yeah.
but, you know, because it's our 10th anniversary, we thought, you know, it's time to do that. We've been kind of sitting on the idea for a while, and it's always been, we are always slightly reluctant to draw attention to the older stuff.
Yeah, that's a big key part of it.
But
then that gives the best reactions.
Yeah.
From ourselves. It's when you look at an old school photograph, you're like, oh my god, is that me? And I think that's what we're going to try and get from this video. But it is just going to be, we've made a note to not watch the older videos for a while. It's been fairly easy. Just so we can react as if it's kind of fresh in our heads. But because it's 10 years, we're trying to do a few special things. So we're talking earlier, the video we're going to do, the blog itself, not the documentary. We're still going to try and make that special for you in every way that we can. Everything, you know, we are celebrating 10 years, and that's what we want to do.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to celebrate, really.
10 years.
Because it's like, as much as the older stuff does make you cringe, like, I have good memories of those festivals.
Yeah, definitely.
And good memories of making those videos. And at the time, we thought they were alright. Probably.
Yeah, we were happy with it. We'd shoot it, camera facing us, like, hi, I'm Matty, and then like just look back. Yeah, it's alright. Yeah,
and that's the thing, like, because
so much more thought goes into it now.
Yeah, it's like in the older stuff, there was, I feel like in a lot of ways, if I had any kind of, not criticism as such, but like I feel like we kind of have better chemistry in the older videos, if that makes sense, because it was so natural.
Yeah, it was. And
whereas like now we're always, you know, trying to present it in a bit more of a professional way, but
it's a bit more conscious now, I think.
Yeah.
Of more of like our slip-ups, not so much like trying to have this full 100% professional video. It's just more like, because we know that you guys watch it now, it's constant worry that, oh, should I have said that, or did I say that correctly, or was that jumped a bit?
Yeah, and I as someone that has sort of interest in making film and stuff like that, I'm always conscious of that kind of stuff anyway. But it does mean, I guess the kind of downside of that is that most of our sort of most of our bonding has kind of taken place off screen. Like, we've become better friends over the time that we've been doing. I mean, when we started in 2009, I didn't even know this man.
We met at the festival.
We met at the festival, but we'd already asked him to take part. We didn't know whether that was going to work out or not. I don't even know what he looked like, but yet we wanted him involved. And we kind of, I guess we did kind of bond at that first, like 2009, that first time we hung out.
Yeah.
But it was still kind of slightly awkward.
It's a bit like we don't know each other. Yeah.
But, and so a lot of our early bonding did take place, I guess, in sort of 2010, 2011 on camera.
Yeah.
And then we started kind of getting a bit more serious about it. So it kind of almost, in a way, this is something I'm always very conscious of as well, always kind of made us look as if our relationship was just like a working one. Like it was strictly business.
Yeah.
But I like this man a lot.
You're alright.
Oh, good. Thank you. I was waiting for you to say something.
No, we all talk a lot off screen. We've got like a little group chat thing that we discuss all things Cropredy blog as well. Yeah. But for example, when we have a Skype call, how often do we just go off on a tangent talking about something random?
Like our group chat, sometimes we just send gifs to each other.
Yeah, basically. I'm in a GIF now, so I feel like I've made it.
He is in a GIF.
The Will Farquhar video.
One of our most popular videos, yeah.
Yeah, someone's made a GIF. There's no context behind it. It's just Will sort of doing that and me going.
I always think about stuff like that, and I think it almost feels like someone else's life. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All the stuff that we've done, like I would never have guessed all the stuff that we'd end up doing with Cropredy blog.
No.
When it started.
No.
And it's always been, there's been a series of like little moments where it's been like, I feel like we've kind of made it somewhere now. Like interviewing Dave Pegg was one of those, definitely.
Yeah. Pretty much the man behind the festival in some ways, most ways really. It's just the opportunities we've been given. Special thanks to Andy and Stevie from Iconic for those. Just sort of blow us away. The fact that we get given these opportunities now, and the people that always say hello to us, that blows us away. It blows me away every time someone says, "You're back from Cropredy Blog." It's like there's a little sort of.
And it is
nice
strange because we've kind of created our own little niche on YouTube. Even though we're not, like, we don't claim to have been the first people to like make YouTube videos surrounding Cropredy, because people were doing it before us. And I guess just because it's easier now to do that, you can make record good quality videos with your iPhone and stuff. So more people are doing it, and I don't claim to be any kind of inspiration. Like I think it's inevitable that people are just going to do that.
People get their phones at any opportunity these days, don't they?
But we do have, we are popular in a very kind of small niche.
I say this to people when they ask about it, and they say, do people like recognise you from it? A few people do, and I will say for a few days it feels really nice just to walk around as a minor sort of Z-list celebrity in that field.
Yes.
And it's my little moment. It's really nice to have that,
Yeah. And I don't know if it necessarily will ever be anything more than that.
No, but it's hard to say, because in 10 years we're here now doing this.
Yeah.
We're doing a documentary.
But like, I think of if you think of Fairport themselves, like they're probably day to day they're probably all right.
Yeah.
Apart from like things like Cropredy, where suddenly people do know who they are. Sorry, if they're in Cropredy, they do know where they are.
They don't know where they are.
Yeah. But you know what I mean, though. It's like,
yeah, definitely, yeah.
See, this is what happens if you go off script.
Exactly.
If you go off script without any plan, this is what happens. And I quite like this. Actually.
I do. It's a lot more chilled. It's exactly how it used to be.
Yeah.
We're going to take the professional approach that we've tried to do in the last few years, but it's nice to do this one-off video and break away from that.
We were never this articulate 10 years ago, though.
No, not at all.
No way. I was, well, I won't go into that, but I'd have some things to say to that version of myself if I could meet him.
Yeah, mate. Not to your version.
It'd be fine if you did.
Oh, good anyway.
Honestly, I'd have some things to say to that version of you, so give me my camera back, for instance.
There's a few things I'd say to last week's version of it. It's fine.
Have we sort of reached a point where
I think it's just...
This is always, just for context, if we ever have a meeting or a Skype chat, if ever it kind of gets to this point, that's when we know, okay, we can wrap things up now. We've covered everything we want to cover.
Everything's been spoken about, and then suddenly we're just talking about whatever.
Yeah.
However. Anyway, so I guess it brings us to the thank you. Thanks for being with us for 10 years. Even if you came along a few years ago, or last week, or even last night.
Or if this is the first video you've ever seen.
Thank you for
Stick
supporting
with us, because we make some good stuff, I hope.
We'd like to think.
Yeah.
So, I've been Matt Allen.
I've been Dan Walton.